Hi, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And today, we're hanging out with Natalie.
Yay.
Hello, Natalie.
Hello.
Welcome.
How's it going?
It's going well. It's been a long time since Gen Con since we saw you in person.
That was so much fun.
That was so much
I
fun.
miss you guys.
Aw. Your cosplays, you cosplay a lot, and they're always A1.
Thank you.
That had nothing to do with anything, Adrian, other than...
I just show up.
saw Natalie in cosplay. What do you mean it didn't have
We miss you too,
do?
Natalie.
Did I not say that?
The feeling is reciprocated,
I
dude.
said that in my head.
It's okay.
Like, yeah.
That's on me.
I could feel it. Our brain waves were like
See?
connected.
We are
so-
connected. I am messing up a little bit. Okay, so we're all good.
Hey, life's a little better with a little chaos.
Mhm.
The good
That is
chaos.
true.
But,
True.
you know,
Yeah. Good thing you clarified. Yeah, that's great.
yes.
Listen, I had podcasts. I'm like, jump to the next part.
Yeah, you were right. You
miss
were like,
us?
Natalie does fucking cosplay. Let's go. Like, let's talk about cosplay. But, like,
Let's fucking go.
yeah.
I understand, Alex. I think
I
that
love you so much.
brought up a solid point.
I love
Maybe
you.
it was my defense mechanism of just like a compliment. Fuck that.
That's kind of what it felt like. It kind of was like, oh, I'm just, nope, not even a thank you. Not even a like, hey, I'm thinking about you too. Just like, I just watch your videos. I shouldn't use the weird low voice with that. I watch your cosplay videos.
I just watch your cosplay videos.
Your cosplay is so on point. Sigma.
I mean, if it's any consolation, I've been watching you all do some really cool stuff, going around to conventions since the last time that I saw you all. So I'm like, oh, I wish I was over there. I could hang out.
Are you going to Gen
Yeah.
Con this year?
That is the goal. That is 102% the goal. I'll say, and it just has to do with transportation at this point. Otherwise, I'm there. It's gonna be good.
Nice.
We'll
think-
swing by and pick you up. Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
So, wait, are you going to C2E2?
I am going to C2E2 this weekend. Wait, are you gonna be there?
We'll be there next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Or whatever.
Yes!
Whenever.
It's next.
It's in the.
weekend.
Yeah, it is
It is
next
next
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see Matt. We only
That'll be so
got the
much
Saturday passes because we
Oh.
just want to hang out in Chicago and just like see a bean or something. I don't know.
You know, just go flick a bean and go to C2E2.
Nat gets it.
Adrian, we're going to see friends.
Yeah, that too. But like, friends could be anywhere. The bean is stuck there. Okay.
Can you
Yes.
find it? Do you know where it is?
It's called
I've
the
been
Cloud.
there once. I was afraid to touch it because people say that a lot of people touch it, and I'm
A
like,
lot of people do touch it.
A lot of people be touching it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, it's a nice photography spot,
True. True.
and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Chicago dog's there too.
Oh, you got to get a Chicago dog.
Chicago dog.
There's also a Cane's right across the street from it. Just
What? We can get chains anywhere though.
Hey, they
think.
just brought Raising Cane's like right around the corner of my house. So like, I just witnessed the amazingness that is Raising Cane's, and it is okay.
The sauce.
it is
The
a
sauce is great.
it is a comfort food. It is
Yes.
a comfort food for
Well,
me.
it was like the only thing that was open at like 2 a.m. at
Mhm.
Texas Tech. Oh,
Whataburger? What is wrong with you?
okay. That's not
Whataburger?
open at 2 a.m. That's like the second thing.
Whataburger's
That's
always
forever.
open.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like Waffle House.
And then
Come on.
oh, there's not a
I wish I
Waffle
had
House
a
in
Waffle
Lubbock though.
House.
But there was a
Not yet.
Josie's. Josie's was my favorite at 2 a.m. It's like a really like greasy Tex-Mex. Oh, sorry.
Thank you for having the skeleton as your ringtone.
The skeleton. I didn't even pick that
It's
up.
the
What-
little. It's the same. Okay, so go back to your childhood. The little like, they're always like circular shaped, right?
Yes.
They have a little plastic sheet over them, and then they shake for Halloween. They're like little Halloween ghosts.
And they've got like glowing red eyes.
Yeah.
And they just go, ooh. and it's
I don't.
That
think
is
this
my
is-
ringtone.
I love it so much.
I don't think those. I think I actively stay away from scary things when I was
They
young.
weren't, but they were just so like they're really cute.
Okay, well, we have different ideas of what charming is.
That might be true. However, these were these. I think they're cute. I think they're not bad. They're not scary. They weren't spooky.
They're nostalgic.
Okay, maybe they did if you walked by them, right? Because I think they were motion activated. So yeah, they were kind of.
What can I say? I'm afraid of everything. When I was younger, I didn't like anything. I was a little
That's
scaredy
okay.
cat, the big
No.
shy guy.
No.
Just a shy guy. Is that going to be your cosplay at C2E2?
I've been thinking about it.
That's a good idea. You should definitely do
not Shy
another
Guy,
thing
but-
where somebody like where you just cover up your face and just be like, ah.
I don't have to put on clown makeup this
Please.
year.
That was a little scary in the videos that I saw.
I just like that. Okay, so the more I think about this clown makeup, the less I'm like, why did we not define the eyes? We didn't put anything like it was just white, like over the eyelashes. There was no eyeliner. There was no and I don't know what else you would have done, right? Because I don't.
It's a very plain Steve cosplay.
Right.
But the people who knew, and it was good enough. So I think
Right.
I did my job.
And hey, that's what matters.
Yeah. I liked doing the niche cosplay. It was very fun. I don't know if I think I'm gonna go a little bit lower maintenance because that face paint took like 3 or 4 washes. Like I had to jump out of the shower. I'm like, did I get it all? No.
No,
back.
I'm totally with you on the low key kind of niche cosplays because that's what I'm going to be doing for Saturday at C2E2.
What are you
actually, so if you're familiar with Arcane season 2. Spoiler alert for those who don't know, Victor basically becomes Jesus and heals a lot of people, and he creates a commune. So I am cosplaying one of the commune members. No name, no descript specifications that I have to meet. All I'm doing is wearing like beige clothing and then having fingerprints on my face, and that's it. And people, I did this for Anime Milwaukee a couple weeks ago, and people were freaking out because I was the only one to do that. And I went up to every Victor, and I was like, "My Herald, I found you. I am at your bidding." And they were like, "Oh my God." It was so fun. But I love cosplays like that.
I
Yeah,
agree.
need something.
I think I went as Miss Argentina for one fan expo, and our fan expos are in the middle of the summer, and Dallas is just enough humid that putting like a full, because I had full arms and face and chest and the back.
All paint?
It was all painted, yeah. And I used
my
the Mayron Paradise,
Mhm.
which first of all smells incredible, but and it's a water-based. Yeah, it's a water-based paint. It
Yes.
smells so good, but yeah, it was just like slightly damp, like all day, and I was like, it just won't stop.
Yeah. I have an OC cosplay that I paint myself blue basically. I can never get my back, but as long as I can get my arms and my face and my front, like that is all that is needed. But after doing it twice, I'm like, I don't want this anymore. They actually sell these like stockings that you can just put on like a leotard or a unitard that have full arms and full gloves and stuff like that I am looking to get invested in because that is so much easier, and then I can just paint my face blue and it'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I miss that cosplay. It's a
I
good
just looked up Miss Argentina because this is the second time you said it, and I did not get the reference because I did not remember Beetlejuice as a child. So now I get it.
Yeah.
Is very important.
It takes a bit
If
of
I-
work to get to all green.
If I knew what I knew then, I wouldn't have had my little accident.
Yep. If I knew what I know now.
Do you
So
have
in
plans
the
to make-
world of Beetlejuice,
Okay.
oh, I'm sorry.
You guys.
I needed you to know. I needed you to know why that reference was important. And
yeah, it went over my head.
I know. That's why I'm excited. I saw it shoot right over there.
You were like, what?
In the world of Beetlejuice, if you are the reason why you are not alive anymore, you go into like the office work. You are an office worker. Mm-hmm. You don't get to enjoy the afterlife. Your damnation is working in an office.
Yep.
So she's the receptionist.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the musical version, she has a whole number by herself.
Oh.
Yes.
That's
very
good. That's something I definitely didn't know, because I am not a theater individual. Alex, though.
I do.
Alex could talk about it all day long.
I did. I got to see Alex Brightman as Beetlejuice. It was so good.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Beetlejuice. I've just listened to the music. I am a big musical theater person, but just due to time management and work and, finances, I haven't been able to see too many shows. But we are all about live theater, and I love it. It's a good time.
What cosplay are you wanting to put together in the near future?
So something that I'm
spoilery.
It's not too spoilery. There's a cosplay that I'm actually planning to debut on Sunday at C2E2, which I haven't even really truly started, other than going to thrift shops and buying X amount of pants, because I can't decide on what kind of pants she has. I'm going to try to cosplay Bo from Critical Role's campaign 2. It's a lot of it's going to be hand sewn that I'm going to have to do in a week. And I want to do it again for Gen Con. So like this is kind of a test run for C2E2 and then kind of perfecting little bits for Gen Con. Because I also want to get a little bit more toned and be a little bit more comfortable in my body when I do it. Because she wears like a crop top and then like these really baggy pants, and then she's got this amazing vest that kind of goes to her side. I've actually started making a prop for her quarterstaff.
You said you had nothing here.
It was right here. I couldn't. It was in arm's reach. I had to grab it. But yeah, I just grabbed a whole bunch of toilet paper rolls and I was like, all right, I can use cardboard. It's better than using a broomstick and then probably having that confiscated because it's too heavy. But who knows? But that's one that I'm going to be doing in the near future. I have a possibility of putting together if you're familiar with the Lorcana art at all from Disney, I really want to put together from their new set, Arcasia's Island. I want to do Belle.
Oh yes.
That Belle
really
is so good.
Want to do Belle. She's got her aviator goggles on. She's got like this beautiful blue coat, and it looks so cool. And I'm like, I could absolutely cosplay this. Let's go.
It's a good one. That one is absolutely amazing.
Alex, you're like
So here's the deal.
Really excited.
Here's the deal.
Yes.
I went and I did a game test for a couple games that Cyanide and Happiness are releasing because they're here in Dallas. I can't.
They're coming to C2E2 too, I think.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I had to sign an NDA, which was my first NDA.
Damn it! You beat me.
But of course I was in a game store, and I had just I had just unwrapped all of my trove. I had a trove. I have an Azurite Sea trove. And I was like, you know what? I did all of the cards. I put them all away, and I made another deck. What if I just see what they have? Like, what if I just support a local business?
Yeah.
And I ended up with 4 booster packs and then another trove. But I had the Ursulas because I want to do Sisu and I have a bunch of Ursula cards. So I was like, I just get the trove, then I have another box that I can put all my stuff in, and
exactly.
that was the guilty look. But also I want puppies, and I got the
Yes!
I got the no, what I got? I got Lady. I don't know why I'm looking over there like it's gonna help me. I got one of the Lady cards, and I was like, oh, she's so cute.
She's got like her green bandana on, and she looks just adorable
She's
in
so
one of the cards. But yeah, no, Lady and the Tramp, and there's Rusty and Scotty, and I'm just like, they're so cute.
Puppies.
I am a big Disney fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you need a team member for Disney trivia, you give me a call. I will help you. I will be your friend on the phone kind of a deal. I used to work for Disney for a year for the Disney College program.
Did we not talk about this at all? We talked about this, right?
We talked about this like briefly, I think.
Okay. I feel like I was like, I know that. I knew all of that. Okay. Anyways.
But yeah, I just love that they are coming out, especially with the Lorcana sets, of not just like the mainstream Disney characters.
Mm-hmm.
They have like Berlioz and Toulouse and Marie and Duchess and Thomas O'Malley, and then you've got like Miss Bianca and Madame Mim, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like thank you so much for showing everybody my childhood. This is great. I love it.
I'm so excited.
It's a good time.
So many times I'm opening up the packs for Lorcana, I'm like, who dis? And just a bunch of, they're like, what do you mean?
That's okay.
Like, I don't know, man.
I'm going to put together an Of Mice and Men pack, of a deck that is just going to be mice and dudes.
Just Mickey Mouse and a prince of some
All
kind.
the princes, yeah. And I was like, do I do the princesses? Like, I have a whole bunch of Prince Philips. Like, maybe I just do like that, or like maybe
it's just like Horace
and
Jasper. Jasper.
Put them in play. No. Give them a chance.
I don't play Lorcana, unfortunately. I've played a couple of games, but I haven't found a desire to play with particular decks, and I don't understand them quite well so much. I collect the cards for the art, and so I am like, all right, I got to get all the art from the set. Out of these 7 sets so far, I only need 28 cards out of all 7 sets to have like all of them. That's not including any of the enchanteds. I can't spend money on enchanteds. I have to be lucky with it.
Fucking, oh my god.
I have 1 enchanted.
I have 1.
I have
the 2.
Cinderella's Ballroom Sensation from Floodborn, and it is beautiful. And I've kept it in a sleeve, and I'm trying to get it graded, but we're chilling.
Yeah. I have an Ursula.
Ooh. I got Maleficent's staff.
Ooh.
And I think it's Wish Upon a, or no, not Wish Upon a Star.
I love that hand outside.
My beautiful and lovely partner, he was like, I heard something. And so there she is.
It's so pretty.
So good.
That is a good card.
Thank you, my love.
Listen, if you need cards to finish your set, I can check my staff.
I will send you a list.
Send me a list.
Yes.
I help out my one of the owners is big into it. She does the enchanted. She does unfoiled and foiled and all the promos, and it's like ridiculous.
If I could do unfoiled and foiled, like I will. I just need at least 1 to consider that card complete. But if I can get both, great. Yeah.
Totally understand. Yeah, I'll let you know what I can find when you send that list.
We could talk more next week in person.
Yeah, I can bring them.
We just bring all the cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I need an actual binder at this point because they're just like still the loose sleeves.
No, I already have 4.
They're in the sleeve. No, see.
This is for top loaders. So you put them in the top loaders.
Wow.
This is one piece though, so something.
Yeah,
else.
I just have them in their little like sleeves, like stacked together, and they're just like sitting on the shelf. They're just. But I have box. Like it's like.
You got to put them in the trove box.
I mean, but they're in the sleeve. They're in the 9 card sleeves, right? They're all like stuck in there.
Oh, you're talking about you've got a ringed binder in there.
I need a ringed binder. Yeah, I just have the
sheets. I see.
I have sheets of them. I don't have them in, and then, but at this point, I used to be able to get away with not having a ring binder because it wasn't like outrageous. But I just opened my third pack of the protectors, the sleeve protectors. It's fine.
The penny sleeves?
Wow, the penny sleeves, or just like the top loaders.
The top loaders.
Yeah, that'll
it's
happen.
Fine. I know. I don't talk about it. It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, listen, but I wasn't on a mission. This was all accident. I wasn't, now I might be on a mission, knowing that it's possible. Except for those first chapter fucking.
Oh my gosh.
At this
You
point.
can't find first chapter anywhere.
I saw the 3 like starter decks for first chapter, and I just picked those up because that's like the cheapest thing I can get without it just being ridiculous, because it's not RNG when it's that. It's RNG when it's packed, and that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Because the enchanted stuff that everybody wants is in there.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about the pre-made decks that they made is that they still have like a booster pack in there. So like sometimes you'll get lucky, but that's like very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And you'll get the same 50 cards every time. So
I think the booster packs on the like marketplace are going like $15 a pack.
It's the economy on these cards. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, have you seen what Pokemon is doing? Pokemon is going crazy right now.
It is going crazy right now. I think it got better because I was at the shop when the new set Journeys Together came out.
Yes.
And the pull rate was much better than Prismatic, because Prismatic was just so everyone's going for the Umbreon.
They all want the cats. It's all about the cats.
Yeah. All the EVs, all the cats, just everything. And now...
But they're so cute. Hold on. But they're so cute. But, like, why would you not?
Because, well, that's why it's such a big chase. Okay, it's a big chase.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
As an Evolution fan, yeah.
It's a good Pokemon to be a fan. Okay? It's a great Pokemon. Not knocking it. Just they should have printed more, and so that way because the scalping is getting crazy out there. People are like resealing packs, heat sealing it, and then selling it for $10.
Well, I know that they probably don't want what happened in Evolving Skies, where someone who was working at the distribution place was actually stealing a whole bunch of the full arts and then selling them like just individually. And so there was like a huge shipment of cards that didn't have their full arts or didn't have like any full arts in them, that were like, you know, one in every so often boxes will have a full art or whatever, rare card of whatever. Like, nope, didn't happen, because this guy over here was being a dumbass and trying to sell cards. He got charged, I think. But yeah.
I totally, yeah. It's card. Why are we so obsessed with shiny things? It's like a small gamble. It's not a big gamble. You know what you're getting. Like, you're getting shiny cards and cardboards. It's not too crazy.
Cardboard investment, man.
Cardboard. Hey, man, these cards, they're going to the moon. Okay, they're going to the moon.
Those original Pokemon cards, though, they would right now. They would. That's the issue. They would have. The
100%.
Beanie Babies we collected, absolutely not. But the fucking Pokemon cards, they had lasting power.
There was like these like, they're not even like the Pokemon trading card game cards. They're just cards with like a shiny background with the Pokemon and their number. And those things are going for like 45, 50, 75, just depending on which Pokemon. And I'm like, I just thought those were just for fun. What do you mean they're worth money? I just think back to like 5 or 7 years ago when my mom's like, do you need any of this stuff? I'm like, no, I don't need anything. And then she's like, I sold all this. I'm like, you're not supposed to tell me. Now I'm regretting it.
Or like when you see those sales for the old Burger King toys, where it was the Pokeball with the golden cards inside.
I love that so much.
Ugh.
I really have had to talk myself out multiple times. This is a multiple time issue of the Hercules McDonald's plates and not purchasing the whole set. Like, I have been like, you don't need them. But I'm like,
I think we had 2. I think we used it until it broke, though.
Oh my gosh, I
'Cause
remember those.
I mean, that's what they were for, right?
I mean, I used that Pegasus one like it was. I loved it so much, and you shouldn't put. They're not microwave safe like that. And I was like, I'd put like pancakes on them. Oh my god, I love them so much. But yeah, I've multiple times had been like, this is not the time. We don't need them right now. You have a full set of like adult plates. Like I have Fiestaware in my shelves, but I'm like, no, pull out the finest china. Pull out the McDonald's.
Pull out the McDonald's Pegasus from the Hercules collection.
I want the whole
Needs
set.
to be out.
Oh, nostalgia, dude. Killing me.
Seriously.
Other than C2E3 and Gen Con, do you already have your plan? I'm sorry.
No,
No,
go
you're
back, go back to the
fine.
point. It's fine.
It's listen. There's only so much nostalgia before I get ostracized because I don't know anything, and I wasn't in that part of the childhood because I didn't have cable. So
I have that cup too.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yes. A little Starbucks cup.
Yeah, I have that one. That color.
It was very peachy and very iridescent. I like it.
I'm sorry, Adrian. I'm just.
Sorry, we're distracted by shiny things.
It goes back to the shiny cardboard.
That
It
one's
goes
one
back
I
to
one,
the-
but I felt like a lot of people had. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I did get the Year of the Snake one. I'm so sorry. I know. I know.
The Year of the Snake one is so cute.
And the Year of the Snake though, like I had to. It's my.
Yeah.
It's my.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm a dog.
You're a dog.
I'm a rooster.
Ooh,
Caca.
motherfucker. Okay. What are your cos plans? Yeah.
Okay. There's only a few at the moment that I can think of. So for like C2E2, I'm gonna do the arcane thing. I'm gonna try to do the bow thing. Friday, I was going to do a Spider-Man variant, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll see what happens, how I'm feeling on Friday. Then I think the next convention after that I'm going to is PAX East over in Boston. And I'm actually going to be going with a whole bunch of friends. And we are going to try to put together a couple of group cosplays. So one of them is going to be a casual Overwatch character kind of group. So we're all playing our Overwatch mains and we're making them a little bit more casual. So I main Moira as best as I can. Love her.
I love Moira.
And gonna do the red hair, gonna do like a black shirt and a purple tie just to make it like super chill, but to show, because I personally find Moira pretty androgynous, and just like very put together but very chill as at the same time. So we'll see what happens. We've got like a Mercy, a Junkrat, a Life Weaver, a Soldier 76. I think we have a Reinhardt, and a couple of other people, so that should be fun. We might actually be doing an Evolutions on another day, so I
That's
did
cute.
end up getting a Vaporeon jumpsuit last year, so we're gonna do that. Take that wherever you want, but like just know I will take necessary precautions if provoked. So yeah.
We
I
love
just
it
gotta,
and
like-
hate it here.
I know. I feel like I need a holster on my thigh, and it just has like a water gun on it, and just like people who start to say the sentence, "Hey, did you know?" I'm just gonna go.
Oh. Mhm. Absolutely.
What if
I
it's
think I'm in
just
my
a
rights.
spray bottle? Like not even just a squirt gun, just like straight up spray bottle of just no.
Yes, that is gonna happen now. Thank you for your inspiration.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. I don't know if I have anything else planned other than those two, but we'll see as we go along. Gen Con's in the future. I was talking about the bell, probably going to do bow again. Very blue this year. I like to do a thing because Gen Con is very much on the tabletop RPG platform. Is I like to dress up as my OC character Gidget, who is my kind of social media persona, my little halfling artificer, caffeinated gremlin chick. So I like to make sure that I at least make an appearance with her at some point, just because like people would know me at that point. Not that I'm saying like, hey, I'm important because I've been cosplaying the same person for 4 years. Like I don't care. It's like just if you recognize me, I would love to say hello. Even if I'm in another cosplay, I like the idea of being like, hey, you're cool. Thanks for watching my stuff. Appreciate you, kind of a deal. Um, there is a possible secret-ish cosplay in the midst. We'll see how kind of production goes with that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're also familiar with Arcane, I have cosplayed Jinx before in the past. I want to cosplay Jinx again, but there has been a lot of crossed fan art that is very Jinx and Echo inspired, as well as Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales inspired.
Yes,
So
yes.
I've seen a couple of people do a Jinx cosplay in a Gwen Stacy or Spider-Gwen spider suit. But I'm currently talking with a company about kind of cross-fading the Jinx and Gwen Stacy style and then making a Jinx spider suit with like Gwen Stacy fusion into it to like make it a little bit more cohesive rather than just being like this character's just wearing this person's costume. It's like, no, this is now a fusion. So hopefully that'll be put together before Gen Con. That is going to be really cool if I could put that together. Yeah.
How do you get in contact with a company about these types of things? Do they like see your like, hey, here's my portfolio, can you work with me, things like that?
So for me, I've had to reach out more so than anything. I have seen a few companies that create custom spider suits. I have purchased a custom spider suit before that was just a very generic Spider-Man PS4 suit. But it was custom made for my measurements. I wanted the gloves. I wanted the shoes. So that has always been an option for at least a few different companies, but this particular company likes to make customized designs. So I was like, hey, I have a proposition for a design. What can you tell me about the details and the pricings and stuff like that? And they're willing to work with me on that. So I have paid them for the art, and then I have to take the art to a printer. So it's kind of as long as commissions are open, they will talk to anybody. So it's very important to just reach out. That's the first step.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were frozen for a second, Alex.
No. Oh.
It's just my face. I'm so sorry. It's cool. I don't know, to get into that. First of all, coming from me, I don't like to be perceived in just general. So cosplay I love doing because I like stepping into the character, but then at some point I'm like, just stop, just like leave me alone. And then like then you have the added stress and the added like opportunity to like basically get to do whatever you want, which is really fucking cool. I'm envious of you that like that's a really fucking cool thing to do.
No, and like thank you. I find cosplay so liberating because of the same reasons that you just spoken out. I do think that a lot of people, I have worked in a lot of jobs where it's very front people facing. I've worked at a lot of theme parks. I've worked on cruise ships. I've worked at like restaurants and stuff like that. And a lot of people, when they go to specific locations, will lose what we call their sensible brain and just put cotton candy in there. And the cotton candy doesn't tell you what's right and what's wrong. It just tells you, oh, you're supposed to be having fun now, so do whatever you need to have fun. I have had comments like on a cruise ship where I'm like, hey, did you all remember to sign up before you came down to whatever loading dock? And they were like, oh, you expected me to read? And I'm like, that's not a me question. That's not something that you ask me, someone who's supposed to be like here for your safety. When it comes to cosplay, in the same vein, it's like you're only responsible for you. and everyone else needs to respect that. Not only like for themselves, but like for the people around them. So you see a lot of cosplayers or a lot of your favorite content creators putting up all these Instagram posts or these stories or whatever that are like, hey, these are my preferences if you decide to come and see me at a convention. Like, please make sure you say hello. I'm comfortable with high fives. Or please don't take pictures without asking. Or, hey, you're not allowed to say you'll kill my character, LOL. Like, that's not something that I'm comfortable with. Like, if you were an antagonistic, cosplaying an antagonistic character, it's like, don't just say, oh, I'm going to kill you one day. It's like, no, don't do that.
Hey, man, be chill.
Right, no, we're chill. We're all living in the same world. We're all having a good time. And that's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about, I have to be afraid for my personal mental safety, but also my physical safety. Like, I expect to be in a place where we are all in the same respectful bubble and that we can just have a good time. It shouldn't have to come to the point where everyone has to wear tags being like, please don't approach or please like ask for pictures or anything. It should just literally be like, hello, my name is so-and-so. You have a really cool cosplay. Do you mind if I take a picture? And if they say no, great. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be any more than that. And typically if people are being approached and being asked like, hey, you're really cool, can I get a photo with you? A lot of people are genuinely really nice and they're just like, sure, absolutely. But some people, when I worked at Disney, this was very evident, just want to put the smile away. So something that they told us in training is you might see Cinderella going out in, smiling at every little child and just being like the bravest princess out there. But as soon as she turns the corner and sits down and her face drops, don't talk to her. She does not want to talk to anybody right now. She wants to conserve her battery and she needs to just relax for a minute. You can go see her when you're in the park, not backstage kind of a deal. The same thing goes with cosplay. It's like a lot of cosplayers especially like to be in character. And so when they are in character, they don't need the extra hassle of being a like typecasted person. I don't exactly know how to say it, but the moment that they drop character, the moment that they're like, hey, I need to go have a lunch break, it's like, don't bother them. They are not they're not trying to get pictures with anybody right now. They obviously need to eat, they need a drink, they need to sit down for a second, they need a moment. Give them that space. So more than anything, I would like to advocate for cosplayers, as well as being a cosplayer of a variety, because I do a lot of OC stuff. But I just like to have fun. And I'm just, trying to make sure everyone's having a good time. And especially myself, I need to make sure that I am eating, drinking, and having a good time. And if I'm not, then I need to tell someone. And that is something that I am telling myself and pointing my nose for, because this is something that I need to like get into my own brain.
Yeah.
We've been there where we just kind of forget, like, I think it was like our first day at Gen Con, we're like, oh shit, did we eat? It was like we kind of went
exactly
through that
it.
whole day. And
The whole day.
and it was a lot of like just experiencing everybody and everything and just being like on our feet and go, and it was a lot. But it was really fun.
Very
But
fun.
you need to keep that energy up for the next 3 to 4 days, depending on which con you go to.
Yes.
You want to keep having fun. Got to keep your body sustained with essence and etc.
And I will say also, one of our best friends and our worst enemies is social media at this point. Because I'll say on a couple of fronts. Social media has made it a lot easier to access people, but you don't necessarily have access to these people. Like, you have access to see what these people are doing, but you don't have access to the people themselves. So when people go to conventions and they see people that they recognize on the social media, their immediate thought is like, I know this person. Like, I have seen every single one of their TikToks. I have like seen that their most recent breakup happened, and I need to make sure that X, Y, and Z. It's like, we all need to take a breath. If you see these people out in the wild and you're a big fan, first and foremost, make sure that you introduce yourself. First and foremost, please make sure that you are checking their vibe and their energy level. Parasocial relationships can be a very dangerous thing. And they don't necessarily want to come off as mean. They want to be appreciative, but it is the energy that you give is what they're also going to be like taking away.
Right.
So a lot of times for me, because I'm not going to say that I'm a very big creator. I do have a large following because of a few videos, but when I'm out in the wild, I will probably know more people than people know me. So when I go and I meet people, especially people that I have personally talked to on the internet or in person, I want to make sure that I put myself and present myself in such a way that, like, hi, my name is Natalie. I am Gizmos Aplenty. I hope that you're having a good time. Do you need anything? Kind of a deal. Like, if I'm like on that same level. But if I'm not on that same level and it's just a casual conversation, or like a first meeting of a person that I have been watching TikToks for and we're not mutuals, I'm a little hesitant. But sometimes when they are around people that I know and they're like, oh, go say hi, I'll be like, hi, my name is Natalie. I also go by Gizmos Aplenty. I hope you're having a good time. I don't know. It's just a thing that I think is really incredibly important, is don't expect that you are known or people know you. And with a lot of TikTok mutuals or social media mutuals, I can only see them in a couple of ways. Like, I only know them as either their name or their handle, and I need to connect the two. So I need to like make sure that they know that they can connect the two with me too. I don't know. I'm just rambling now.
No,
I mean,
no, it makes a lot of
it
sense
makes-
because
yeah.
it's hard. Like we've talked about it too, because at some point we talk to people, and then we get to talk about their projects and what they're creating and what they're doing and their actual like work side of their social media. But like when we went to Gen Con, like we didn't want to talk about work. I want to talk about your family. Like, please tell me about your life. Like, tell me about your kids. Like, what does life look like when you're, experiencing it? Because there is such a big access to a lot of what we're putting on social media, but like, I want to know your lived experience at that point. And then that becomes kind of hard and overwhelming because once again, you're talking about the other side of your life more so than just like the business part, which that's not everybody, but especially when you're talking about content creators like getting together, it has that weird, I don't want to talk about work. I want to talk about like what do you do for like your money part? What do you do? Do you have any children or siblings, or like how's your mom doing? And it's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a very taboo kind of thing sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think for me it was just like, I got like, yes, we've talked to a lot of people, but like that's just like one instance for 1 hour. But then when they're like, yeah, very welcoming because we've already had that experience, I'm like, all right, where's the social boundaries that I can have with this individual? Like, yeah, no, like I'm always like playing this game of chicken of like, I can say this, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I can ask this. Yeah, all right, cool. Usually people are pretty cool. No one's been like,
Yeah.
Adrian, we're not like
What
that,
the
you know?
fuck?
But I'm just like, but in my mind, I'm like, someone's gonna do that. Someone's just gonna like, hey man, back up.
Yeah. But no, I think that it's really awesome to be able to meet people that you have interacted once, twice, maybe a million times on the internet, and just being able to like see them for the first time in person, especially at conventions. It's I'm definitely found that I'm a very socially inclined person. at the conventions. That is something that myself and my partner are a little bit different on, because I like to go out, I like to meet everybody, I like to go to events, and I like to just vibe with people. Whereas my partner, he's really big in the TCG community, and he likes to look at magic cards, and he likes to make sure that he knows about all the big items that are coming out, or he likes to talk to people about like what Star Wars game is coming out and stuff like that. I like those things too, but we like them in like different capacities.
Right.
So we've found that, especially when we go to conventions, like he'll go off and do one thing, I'll go off and do another thing, and then we'll meet up for dinner. That's pretty much our relationship.
Yeah. That was kind of a weird experience, I think, since we were at, where were we at? What did we do? Adrian.
What are you talking about? Which part? PAX?
PAX, yeah. Yeah. PAX.
Lubicon?
No, PAX. Not with... I'm sorry. Adrian, I'm going to talk about my partner for a second, because, like, I'm so sorry.
You asked me a question. I'm fucking
I just
sorry.
couldn't figure out where did we go? PAX Unplugged and my partner, I, like, same thing. Just like, oh, cool, I've got to go do all these things, and you're going to go hang out and have fun. Like, go and then...
It's like, go, be free.
Yeah, but I will say that having a partner there makes a big difference, because I don't know when to shut it off. Like, I don't have that internal, hey, I need to eat, hey, I need to stop socializing, hey, until I'm collapsed on the floor, or like I'm not making any faces that are positive. I look like I want to kill somebody. But having somebody else that like looks at you and checks in and says, hey, you don't need to do the thing. You need to go home. It's also very nice and comforting to have that, like, that person. It's like, hey, we're done. And then just like gently takes you by the hand.
It's like you have a home base that you can always go to recharge, because they're your battery. And you know, not that you're taking anything away from them, but that just being in close proximity to them, you're just like, oh, I needed time with you now. But now I'm gonna go do my own thing, but wait, I need to come back. So.
But what if I just watch you play Magic for a little bit, and then I'll go be social.
I'll go be social, and then I'll be good. And then I'll come back, and you'll still be on the same game.
Yep.
Relatable content.
And then we get Nat in Lorcana, and then we all play Lorcana.
Let's do it.
Woo! I've got cards. I've got too many cards. Some say.
Nat has all of the cards.
I have so many cards.
That has all of the cards. We just established
I have the little pizza boxes for all the rest of them. I've got it under my bed. It's all for one piece. I got like the 4 troves I have all my Lorcana.
There you go.
I'm ready. Bunch of ETBs for Pokemon. Listen. I got addicted. Okay.
It's the serotonin of ripping packs.
Oh my gosh.
I was sad I didn't go get one today.
Oh no.
I was celebrating that I didn't spend as much money on the vet bill, so I was gonna spend some of that money on cards. I'm like, whoa, it was just under 200. I was expecting 5. I could spend like $10.
Yeah. All right, so we're making a pact now that when we go to C2E2, that we need to go buy a pack of cards and we'll rip them for the serotonin.
I'm down.
That's right.
You don't have to
say
ask.
Less. Say less. We will be in that line.
Let's go.
Talk to me because I wanted to hit this up about For the Cause.
Okay, so For the Cause is a charitable event that I have put together because I was inspired by a group of people who put together the TTRPG charity drive that was happening in January last year and this year. This was an endeavor to raise funds for Doctors Without Borders, and it was a collaborative event where they brought a whole bunch of people in the TTRPG community to raise money for this particular charitable cause. And a lot of people were able to donate certain, like, art projects or TTRPGs that they've been working on, or places at their table as incentives for people to donate for Doctors Without Borders during our series of unfortunate events that are happening in the world today. And I was so inspired by the turnout of that I said, why don't we make a monthly event where we donate to different causes by telling stories of different themes. And this all came about because I decided that during the TTRPG Talk charity drive to do a game of For the Queen. Now, are you two familiar with For the Queen?
Familiar? Haven't played it.
For the Queen is a collaborative storytelling game that is a card-based game. You are a beloved servant, I shouldn't say servant, a beloved follower of the Queen, and she has brought you all on to a journey with her to talk with a neighboring kingdom because there is discourse that is going on. So you are there to escort her and to keep her safe because she trusts you and she loves you and you love her. So you are asked questions, and some of these questions are like, the Queen gifted you something. What is it and why do you keep it? Or maybe like, the Queen has given you a pet name. Do you appreciate this pet name? Or there might be questions like, what do you find to be ugly about the Queen? And these are all questions that you as the character get to make up on the spot and world build as well. So not only do you get to answer this question, but other people around the table can also input and be like, oh yes, I saw that the Queen gifted you something, but I didn't know what it was. Was it precious? Or like, I'm jealous because she gifted you something and not me. And you're just building all of these character connections and different storylines. And then at the end of the game, there will be a card that's drawn that says the Queen is under attack. What do you do? And so then you go around the table and see if people will defend the Queen based on all the questions that were asked, or if they will not defend the Queen, if that they might betray her or they might run away. And it's really fun. It's a very short game. I say short as in it could take 30 minutes. It could take 2 hours. Mm-hmm. But I really loved this game, and I wanted to show this off to these people. And we did a little bit of a twist with it and made it, instead of For the Queen, we made it X-Man themed, and we said it's For the Professor. So this was all questions based on Professor X, and it was really, really cool. We did a really good job on that particular charity event. I think we raised about $300, and that was really, really cool and impactful. So I said, why don't I take For the Queen, and I do different themes for different causes. So this is a rotating table of different individuals within the TTRPG space that I am at least familiar with, that might be mutuals with myself. And I've gathered at least 6 of them to the table to tell a fun, bite-sized story and to raise money for different causes. We had our very first story that happened last week, and we raised $250 for Women Win, which is raising money for women who are in the gaming industry, and it's very, very cool. So we are currently planning our next event, as it is now April, and we want to make it happen sometime in the middle, if not late April. We don't know the cause yet, but we're currently in the works and putting it together. Our current goal is $250 for each go, but any extra money, it doesn't matter how much we make, because every dollar matters, and I want to make that a precedent. But the more that we make, the more of a difference that we're making, you know? So being able to not only educate people on different causes, but also to give them inspiration to maybe help out in their own communities if they can't help at the moment. Because we live in a world where being helpful is probably the best thing that we can do right now. So,
yeah. And
if we're able to be helpful by telling stories, by gosh, we'll do it.
Yeah, no, it's the we live currently in a world where it feels very helpless in some aspects, and we just have to see some of the smaller things we can do currently, like giving money to, you know, your local shelter. You're going to see the difference and the light in their eyes when you work locally within your community, and that's very important, especially when we here online on like the TTRPG community, we kind of help the people around us as well. We're there for them, and just that's making a difference. You know, we might not change every single part of the world, but we can still change the things that we see in our day-to-day basis within our communities.
Absolutely.
So I think that's super important.
For sure. And I just wanted to provide another outlet that if people are able to, or people just haven't heard about a charitable event they could be a part of, that this is an opportunity to make that difference. So, yeah, it went very well last month, and we're hoping to keep the ball rolling, every story at a time.
It's a good little tagline. It's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely not corny or cheesy at all.
It's nice though. I mean, like, it's fine. It's fine. It sucks. Everything sucks. So all the cheese and the corn and all of the like cute stuff that we can do, I think that's how we get back, right? That
For sure.
like loud, we're still going to find the little joys in life. I think that's also another way that like we're fighting the tyranny of our times. But you know, every little bit, it makes a huge difference. Like, imagine, I can think about that, especially in my classroom, of like $100 doesn't sound like a lot, but like that's a whole project for like a whole grade of kids.
Yeah.
That's a piece of art equipment that we can use, and I can, you know, if it's that money is spent correctly, like it's not impacting just the one grade, it's impacting my entire like career, which is cool.
Absolutely.
And I think we forget that because like everything sucks.
Yeah. But you know, we keep living it day by day, and we don't let it get us down. I mean, it can get us down for a little bit, but we just get right back up on our feet, and we keep moving on.
Yeah. Persistence is resistance. Creating is resistance. The things we do in spite of everything, in spite of what we're supposed to do, which is fall in line, is resistance, and we should keep that in mind.
Yeah. I mean, we've watched enough movies and we've read enough books to show us that, you know, resistance changes things, and maybe that's
the other thing. We're of that generation, right? Like, we could talk about, we are of that generation that there was enough media and literature put in front of us that like, no, we're not happy with what is going on, and we can go and do something about it. And like, why are you surprised? These grown-ups are surprised that we are upset and doing something about it. Why?
I just find it very funny to see all of the media videos of like what radicalized you as a child, and it's something like VeggieTales or Star Wars,
Sailor Moon,
like, or The Hunger Games. It's like, list a single piece of media within our timeline, you won't find anything without radicalism. Like, there's nothing.
You mean empathy? You mean caring for my brothers and neighbors and sisters and everybody?
How dare you?
That's crazy. You guys, you all made it for, and then I consumed it, and then I'm like, wow, there's injustice in the world. And now you're like, why are you like this? Fucking crazy, man.
I just want these guys to eat. You know, I just want people to have like fucking shelter and access to education. And
what do you mean Rage Against the Machine is political? That's crazy.
It says it on the box.
You read the band, it explains the band.
It's right there.
Whoa.
It does the thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So we're gonna do everything that we can to, you know, like you said, cause resistance.
Yeah. We are doing our best.
Ayo.
Yeah.
I think today my little act of resistance was calling my senators about some big bill going on, because I saw it in a post on Instagram. I'm like, oh, and I just clicked this, and then it called, and I'm like, oh, it's calling. Scroll. Here's the script. Say the script. Next senators. Read the script. I cursed a little bit, whatever. But send.
It's for a little pizzazz.
Yeah. But there's like little things you can do, and it's sometimes it feels like you're yelling into the void, but like being able to stand up and do these simple things is going to give you that energy to do more of those small things and bigger things, and it's just gonna help your body do these. Yeah.
Like yesterday, I had to go vote, and it's not that I had to; it's that I had the privilege to go vote for local Supreme Court justice, which is very important in my state. And I had the realization, it's like there's no excuse to not go vote anymore, because they've made it to a point where every little vote matters. So people were always just used to being like, oh, I will probably go to the presidential election poll houses. Like that's the only time that I'll go. But it's gotten to a point where we're like, we can't afford to do that anymore. We gotta make sure that we do our part as much as possible. And so that's why I say I had the privilege to vote yesterday. And it, did its part.
Yeah. Woo!
Before they take it away from us.
Yep.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's the things that we can do when we actually stand up and go do the damn thing.
And like even that, is it ever? I never feel like. So I think that I had a thought and then I was like, that doesn't make sense. You can't pick it up at that point. You have to pick it up from the beginning of the point.
That's fine.
I think one thing that I remember, especially being little, was like seeing the media portray the polling places and just like seeing the lines, and like they're endless lines, and you're like, okay, but every time I voted, I have waited 5 minutes. It took me more time to get out of the car than it took for me to get into a polling place. And I think that does a disservice, especially for people with like anxiety. Like, oh my God, I've got to wait in this giant line. And then I have all of it. But a lot of the time, it's not the reality of what it looks like to go vote. Like, yes, some places are busy. And yes, there are people there are places that are struggling. But majority, if you just don't do it when everyone else is trying to do it, like very many other things, you don't try to do it right after everyone gets off of work. You don't try to do it, Saturday at 8 a.m., fucking go.
Just go. Just do it real quick. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got to use 2 brain cells, okay? Not just 1 brain cell. You use 2 brain cells. I know, I'm so sorry.
Too many.
Take the second out of the box, put it up there for a little bit. You can put them back in the box.
Yeah.
Later.
Hey, it's going to be busy because everyone just got off of work at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Everybody's getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's fine.
Man, you're tired.
It's perpetual at this point. Hey,
it's been a long day, and that's okay.
I am just ready. I am ready. This school year we're done. We're at this point.
We're so close.
Like 2 weeks before testing, everybody is in shambles.
Ooh.
Everybody.
Wow, you're so close.
I don't want to talk about it. So close.
Yeah,
well, it is
talk
April.
About it. It's gonna prolong it. I've hit my points. I don't. You guys. You guys can go back to the Disney stuff that I don't know.
Oh my God! Well, what Disney don't you know?
A lot.
You can just know a lot. It's okay.
That's okay.
I remember the Disney Vault. That's
yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to keep movies in the Disney Vault
gosh.
and you couldn't get them and you were so sad about it?
And it was like every 10 years.
Yep.
They stopped that real quick.
The Little Mermaid was in the vault for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, I only had the VHS.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, how on earth am I going to be able to watch The Little Mermaid when I don't have a VHS player?
Mm-hmm.
And then finally it was my 17th or 18th birthday. And they were like, look what's coming out of the vault. And I'm like, you bastards. I've been waiting so long.
My entire life.
The majority of my life waiting on this film.
Oh my
Do you know what I really do miss? I miss, because we don't have the DVDs and stuff, I do miss like the Disney movie rewards. I don't know if y'all did any of that, but like got the little sheet with the code on it and you like went onto the account and then they give you some absurd number of points. I have stupid fucking merchandise because of that. Like I have the weirdest shit. I have like a really neat Iron Man poster that I got. I have like ornaments. I was like, what the fuck? And then they just took it away. Like, all good things.
Yeah. Well,
who's buying DVDs anymore?
It's true. Well, I will say one of my favorite things to do, since I have a Fandango account, is go to thrift stores and look at DVDs with the little downloadable thing and see if those download things still work.
Hell yes.
So I go and I don't buy it. I just open it, take a picture of the download code, close it, put it back, and then I just go home and just like that's my little pirating scheme. I take full responsibility.
I love that so much.
Someone needs to use it.
Yeah.
And if it's at a thrift store, what's the chances that they forgot it? I mean, come on.
Exactly. It's at a thrift store. I'm not stealing anything physically.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's some times where it's like, oh, sorry, this code was already used. And I'm like, okay, well, I tried.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down with it. It's the little pirate things.
Just little piratey things. A little chaos. That's okay.
They don't. What were they going to use the points for? They weren't.
Right.
Yeah.
They weren't going to use it.
How many people have a Fandango account? Nat does. That's all I know. All right.
I've outed myself.
Everyone's rushing to the thrift stores now. All right. We've hit the hour mark. Nat, it's been a pleasure. Alex, is there anything else?
Where can they find you?
Backwards.
You did.
Yes.
Where can they find you?
Can they find me?
Yeah.
So once again, my name is Natalie. It has been a pleasure to be here. I go by Gizmos Aplenty on most social media platforms. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Blue Sky, all those fun places. And I create D&D OC cosplay variety content of various forms, so go and check that out. I try to Twitch stream every once in a while with some, as you heard, charitable causes coming up, as well as some fun hooligan-ish stuff as well, with some video games and some chill vibes. And I'm going to be part of a couple of D&D campaigns, D&D adjacent campaigns coming up very soon, which I will be updating people when those come up, because they haven't really started yet. But it's been a great time, and I look forward to just telling a lot more stories with my friends. That's my favorite thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear listener, for joining us on another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. You can find us wherever pods are cast, so please rate, subscribe, tell us you love us so much. Share us with your friends, enemies to lovers, your favorite Disney princess. Maybe don't, because they're not real people. I don't know if you know, but they're not real people. Unless...
They're real people, but they're not
I met Jodie Benson.
Okay. Share us with Jodie. Oh my God. If I ever found out Jodie Benson listened to our podcast, first of all, I'd have a lot of questions. Secondly, I would die.
True.
I would die right then and there.
She's the most wholesome person I've ever met.
Absolutely.
She would say nothing but nice things about this podcast, no matter how crazy it would be.
I kind of want that to happen now, but that's okay. You can also find us on the social medias at Dungeon and Degrees. No S on Dungeon. The S is on the Degrees part, and the little thing in the middle is an N. You can also join us on Patreon at patreon.com/Dungeon and Degree, and you can join our Discord. Boo-doo-boo. And we'll be coming to your city. I don't know when you're recording this, so maybe C2E.
We're recording it now.
It's not what I meant. I don't know when you're releasing it, so we might be
I can
at
release
C2E2.
it whenever.
Maybe you'll see us next week. Maybe you'll see
I'll
us
put it out this weekend. Then.
in Indianapolis. I don't know, dear listener. I love you regardless. And, go fuck some shit up.
Please do.
Hell yeah. When in doubt, choose chaos.
Thank you so much for listening. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm Natalie.
Go have some fun.